Hello everyone, welcome to VLSI Insights. Today's concept of digital electronics is binary subtraction. In binary subtraction, 0 minus 0 is equal to 0, 1 minus 0 is equal to 1, 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, 0 minus 1 is equal to 1. So let us perform some of the binary subtraction and understand. So let me consider one example. As it is a binary subtraction, let me take a binary numbers 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So before performing the binary subtraction, let me make sure that I am writing the weightage of each and every column. So 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2 and 2 power 3. So 2 power 0 is nothing but 1, 2 power 1 is 2, 2 power 2 is 4 and 2 power 3 is 8. So in the first column we have two ones. Each one is having a weightage of 1. So let me just represent that by writing a smaller ones. The weightage of each ones is represented by writing a smaller one. In the second column I have 1. So what is the weightage of this one? It is 2. So let me just represent that by writing a smaller ones. In the third column also I am having 1. What is the weightage of that? It is 4. Let me just represent by writing a smaller ones again. In the last column I am having two ones. Here each one is having a weightage of 8. So let me just represent again in the similar way. Now let me start the binary subtraction from RHS. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. In the second column I have 0 minus 1. Actually I cannot deduct 1 from 0. So what I can do is I can just look for 1 in the next column. Yes, I have the 1 in the next column, but the weightage of 1 here is actually 4 and the weightage of the second column is 2. So now I'll cancel this one and I'll take that third column 1 to the second column. So when I take this 1 to the second column, here now instead of 0 let me write that as 1. But this one is having a weightage of 4, right? Let me make a note here. So this 4, instead of writing like this, let me write it like 2 into 2, which means what? In this way. So now we can observe here. So the weightage of this one is actually 4. The weightage of this one is 2. It is nothing but 2 minus 1. Nothing but 1. In the third column I have, so as I have cancelled this one and sent this one to the second column, in the third column I am left out with 0. So 0 minus 0 is 0 and 1 minus 1 is 0. So this is my final answer. Now let me consider the binary number of 5 digit. The number is 1 1 0 0 1 and 0 1 1 1 and 1. So again let me perform the binary subtraction from RHS side. So before that we have to make sure that we are writing the weightage of each and every column. So 2 power 3 and 2 power 4. So 2 power 0 is nothing but 1, 2 power 1 is 2, 2 power 2 is 4, 2 power 3 is 8, 2 power 4 is 16. So this is first column, second column, third column, fourth column and fifth column. So let me first check about the first column. So in the first column we have 1 minus 1, nothing but 0. In the second column we have 0 minus 1, which is basically not possible because 1 cannot be subtracted from 0. So let me go to the further column because I want to take 1 from the further columns. But in the further column also, that is in the third column, I again have 0 minus 1. So let me look forward for next column. So in the fourth column I have founded 1. But what is the weightage of this one? It is actually the 8. So now let me represent that 8. Now let me cancel this 8 and let me transfer that 1 to the third column. In the third column, what is the weightage of ones? It is 4. So now in the fourth column, let me write it as 1, but this 1 is actually having the weightage of 8 because I have taken this 1 from the fourth column. But how do I represent that 8? That 8 can be represented in terms of 4, nothing but 4 into 2. So 4 and 4, which means what? I have two ones, each of weightage 4. So here I have two ones, each of weightage 4. And what is the weightage of this number? It is again 4 only. Now in the fourth column, let me just write 0. Because in the fourth column I was having 1 which I have transferred to the third column, and in the third column I am having two ones, each of weightage 4. Now again second column also needs 1. So what I can do is, as I am having two ones, let me transfer 1 ones to the second column, and let me cancel this here. Okay, and now in the second column, let me write it as 1, but this one is actually borrowed from the third column, and in the third column the weightage of each number is 4. So let me write down that 4 in terms of 2, nothing but 2 into 2. Okay, so what does it mean? So we have two ones, each of weightage 2. Now in the second column we can observe what is the weightage of this one. It is also 2. So here we have two ones, each of weightage 2, and here we have 1 1 each of weightage 2. So nothing but 2 minus 1, nothing but 1. Okay, here in the third column, as I was actually having the two ones, but 1 1 I have cancelled and I have transferred it to second column. What is left out? One number is left out. So 1 minus 1, it is 0. Again in fourth column I am having 0. So let me just take the 1 from the fifth column and let me transfer that 1 to the fourth column. So in the fourth column I have 1 now. In the fifth column I'll be having a 0. So now this fourth column 1 is actually having the weightage of 16. But in the column 4, each number weightage is 8. So let me write 16 in terms of 8. 8 into 2, which means what? I am having two ones, each of weightage 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which is equal to 1, and I have another one, that weightage is also 8 only. Now we can see 2 minus 1, we have 1. And the last column, that is fifth column, it is 0 minus 0, and we have a 0 here. Now my final answer is 0 1 0 1 0. So this is about the binary subtraction of 5-digit number. Let me consider another example where we have unequal number of digits. For example, let me consider the first number as 1 1 1 0 1, and the second number will be 1 and 1. So we have unequal number of digits. So how do we do the binary subtraction? Again let us start from RHS. In the first column we have 1 minus 1, nothing but 0. In the second column we have 0 minus 1, which means what? We have to see to that from the next column we have to borrow the 1. But in the third column, what is the weightage of 1? It is 4. Let me represent that 4. When I cancel these and when I take that 1 to the second column, in the second column now I will be having 1. But what is the weightage of this one? It is actually 4. Write 4 in terms of 2, which means what? 2 into 2. The meaning of this is we have two ones, each of weightage 2. So nothing but 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay. Now as we have sent the column 3 1 to the second column, in the third column we have left out with 0. Okay, so that 0 can be written as it is. and the 1 can be written as it is, and another 1, fifth column 1 also can be written as it is. So my final answer will be 11010. So this is how we can do the subtraction for binary numbers. Thank you. For more such videos, subscribe for the channel.